What's up, everyone? It's Execution 99 here. Finally got my, well, I've had Madden 19, but finally getting on for the first time. I haven't even played a game yet. So this is Execution 99 here with Omaha X1. I'm here with the free agency tournament. My first game in. So we about to check it out.
Show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium.
Okay.
In this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle.
Oh shit, I don't think I checked my depth chart.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh my God, you're slow.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the...
Just need to check my depth chart real quick. That's all fine. That's those right there. And then over here, bruh. I think that looks good. I like that. All right, I'm not gonna mess with the rest of it right now. Don't mind the A's Cup. I got the game for free, so.
Yard line.
So this will be my first time using Mr. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Omaha.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd
Trent
down.
Taylor.
Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Omaha.
McKinnon, and an alley to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
They run once more.
What?
With McKinnon. A nice little juke. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
Go ahead.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, come on. I got you.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Big Ed. Here we go. Hurry up. 21. Go ahead. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is
Go!
Inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Hey, gun.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Get in.
The quick slant caught. And a few little strike points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run it with more. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time
That's
for
right.
Teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Bunch right.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Green 80. 539, Lucy.
the ground. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 80. Spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Smack.
To throw is Bortles. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Spread right. Spread right. Spread right. Smack.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Sunday. Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Let's go. Let's go. Set. Green 80.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. He's going to
what the?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. San Francisco's offense back onto the field. And take a moment to acknowledge the passing of Dwight Clark, one of the great ones back in June. And the Niners announced that this year they're going to wear a number 87 logo on their helmets. A fitting tribute.
A fitting tribute indeed. One of the all-time greats for the San Francisco 49ers. And I often think how they saw him and got him on the team. And it was very simply this. Former coach Bill Walsh went to work out a quarterback named Steve Fuller at Clemson. And he needed someone to catch the ball. And they got Dwight Clark off the golf course to catch the football.
Flag in here? Yes.
He might have something with this wide receiver. And the rest is history.
And, of course, he had the catch, and they're going to put a statue of that outside the stadium before their October 21st game. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. That is brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
this formation in here. Get rid of that formation.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down. And it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch 81, watch 81. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Go ahead. Shoot.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the
I thought that sack guy was going to get me.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. And that was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Well, hey, we got to get in the AFC Week 1 talk. We talked about the NFC and what to look forward to on their schedule, but there's some great AFC games as well.
And many people believe the AFC West is as good a division as there is in the NFL. How about this for an opener? The Kansas City Chiefs headed to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, the new quarterback for KC, has to deal with the pass rush of Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram of the Los Angeles Chargers. And a second one that catches my eye is Houston at New England. The Texans always trying to measure themselves against the Patriots. Now they get back to Deshaun Watson. They get back J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and they take on the defending AFC champs in Foxborough.
And one crossover game that's pretty interesting. How about Jacksonville against the Giants?
What I like about that one is you have a Jacksonville team that came so close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, but they and the Giants have a similar philosophy about how to play the game. They're going to be physical. They want to run the football. So Leonard Fournette for Jacksonville and the rookie for the Giants, Saquon Barkley, they could both get a lot of carries in that game. And last but not least in that one, how about Pittsburgh at Cleveland? People don't think about that game very much, but this has been the summer of the Cleveland Browns in preseason. But Baker Mayfield actually hit the field, and can Cleveland start a new era with a big win over Pittsburgh?
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down.
Oh!
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Like, Bortles look good.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Set. 380. 380.
Throwing on first down is Bortles.
Yes!
One that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you're getting a lot of really good competition and practice with the best versus the best from each team.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
That's right. Hey, gun, gun. You got 4. You got 4.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A net down to McKinnon. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch
15
and catch.
yards, 12 seconds.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Ooh.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Green 80. Omaha.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Spread right, 72. Green 80.
is Bortles.
Oh!
And he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Forced out to his left. And now he'll turn, and this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, that was a little fluky, but...
big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Oh, fluky. Fuck.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Blitz coming and goes. Marcel Darius busting through to get him for a loss.
Misread that deep.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
4 down, 4 down. I got you.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down.
Oh!
It's incomplete.
Fucking lobbed it. I would have gunned it. That would have been a fucking touchdown.
Knock it away.
Sometimes you have to take things into your own
Bitch.
hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Kidding me? A fucking play.
The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep open. And this is caught.
Yes!
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Sunday. So right.
Bortles now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
You know what? We got a second. I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers, absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had to wait so long with the Green Bay Packers. For him to get in, I thought was terrific, and I can't wait for next year. First ballot eligible guys, Tony Gonzalez, Ed Reed, and Champ Bailey. That's a strong class.
Another star-studded cast. Throwing his Bortles on third down. There's one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Two. He's coming. We got double up.
Play action. Garoppolo rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people on the run. Get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Omaha.
They run it with McKinnon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
Oh, shit. Oh!
Across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jared McKinnon.
I should have got blasted on that one.
And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here.
Oh, no!
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Okay.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Oh, what the?
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
That's how
Anytime
what
you
was
decide to
supposed
use
to
your
happen.
quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Niners on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the
Oh, my God.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Okay, I see you.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Oh, shit.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Sunday. Set. Green 80. Green 7.
Bortles now on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Omaha. Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Green 80.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. He's going to air one out.
Oh my God, I thought he was going to get that.
Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Morris, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Green 39, Lucy. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Green inside.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A handoff to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
One in the books. Free agency tournament. 1 game, 1 win, 5 points.
Talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Good game, True PJ. Bortles was lighting me up in the beginning. Got that first pick, and then it just went downhill from there. Well, thank you for tuning in, my Mr. One viewer there. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, this is Execution 99 with Omaha X1 Madden.
Anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back. Carry